training volume is the total amount of work performed during a session of lifting, basically reps times sets times load, and any of these variables can be adjusted to increase volume in the resistance training. And there is a lot of studies that are showing that greater volume, greater muscle hypertrophy. But when this number stops increasing muscle growth, our beginners need more volume for more gains, and at what number of sets per week you can actually lose gains. I will answer to all these questions in this video.
I know a long
So let's make it clear. I'm going to talk about volume as sets per week. There are two types of people in the fitness industry, and particularly in the bodybuilding industry, that have different opinions on training volume. First group is for high intensity and lower volume approach, and the second group is for higher volume and low to moderate intensity approach. Because research shows now that more volume, so more sets per week, leads to more muscle growth. These randomized trials from 2015 took 48 untrained men and divided them into 3 training groups, when the first group did 1 set per week, second group did 3 sets per week, and third group did 5 sets per week. All training groups did 3 resistance training sessions per week for 6 months straight. The 5 rep max for all training groups increased in the bench press, leg pull down, shoulder press, and leg press, with the 5 rep max increase in the bench press and leg pull down being significantly greater for 5 set per week group compared with the other training groups. And most importantly, 3 set and 5 set per week groups significantly increased bicep muscle thickness, so size, with the 5 set increase being significantly greater than the other 2 training groups. And the same results were observed with triceps. This is something that study refers to as, quote, superiority of multiple sets compared with a single set per exercise for strength gains, muscle endurance, and upper arm muscle hypertrophy. And even in this study, all sets were performed to failure. That means sets were of a high intensity. Could they see similar results if they would just increase volume and not change intensity? In other words, keep it low and just focus on increasing volume, doing more sets? No. While volume is important for muscle growth, intensity also needs to be matched, because intensity is equally important. If you will increase volume more and more, your intensity has to go down to allow you to recover between your workouts. And that's when you will start doing junk volume, which is a type of volume that adds fatigue but does not actually contribute to muscle growth. Basically doing lots of sets, but each set is so easy that you never get really close to failure, and because of it your muscles don't grow. So that's why volume in isolation and increasing volume in isolation won't make you gains, and in fact it can start killing your gains once you hit a certain number that you can't recover from, and you will start overtraining. Intensity needs to be matched. Effective volume for muscle growth is a set that was really close to failure or to failure, so really a hard set. And based on the current literature, we see this inverted U shape when muscle growth spikes at about 10 hard sets per week for most people, and it goes up a little bit once you get more advanced to about 20 hard sets per week, and after that it doesn't do much of anything, and at 30 sets per week you will actually start losing muscle due to overtraining. Beginners don't need that much volume for gains. They will make great gains in their first year of training with just 6 sets per week, and for average intermediate 10 hard sets per week for most people is gonna be a sweet spot for muscle growth. And once you get more advanced, you tend to need more volume to see progress, and that's when it will lead to challenges with recovery and time. Most people don't have the recovery ability and time to hit 20 sets per muscle group per week, and that's when the specialization cycles come to place. But I will leave it here because it goes to topics like deloads and mesocycles. If you want me to cover that, please tell me in the comments. If you like this video, subscribe to the channel, leave me a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one.